Hey guys, what's going on? Your boy Kenny Low. I'm here, all well rested up. I mean, earlier, guys, I couldn't even do the review, so now I'm gonna be able to do the review, get through it, and guess what? This review is the Power Rangers movie review. Okay, now for those of you who are Power Ranger fans, who diehard fans that watched the series when it first came out in 93. I was 13 when it first came out. I was in eighth grade. Was I eighth grade? Yeah, I was eighth grade. And guys, I'm telling you, it is a reboot of the very first Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, but is no longer called Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. It is Power Rangers. So what it's doing, I guess what Saban is doing is following the trend of, instead of it being Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, he's following the trend of Power Rangers, then Power Rangers Zeo, and so on. So because all the rest of the every show that is on now is called Power Rangers. So he's probably following suit. And I think I was looking online, and I think they're gonna probably reboot um, the entire first, the entire first Mighty Morphin Power Ranger. So they might be rebooting that if from what I was looking at may be true. But let's get on into the movie because I want you guys to tell me what your thoughts were, the storyline, and all of that. Well, this will be a spoiler heavy video. So if you don't want any spoilers, come back after you watch the movie. Do not watch this before you go. That I'm giving you 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That was your last warning. Let's begin. Okay. Guys, it starts off well. Like I told you, I missed like 10 minutes of it. I'll explain that later. But when I came into the theater, Zordon and Rita were fighting. Now, the way the storyline is made up now, Zordon was the original Red Ranger, and Rita was the original Green Ranger. So that explains how she got the green coin. Well, that explains how she has the green power coin now back then when we were in Mighty Morphin, but this is a whole total new series. So they're explaining the origins of the how the powers became came to be. So the movie starts out after Zordon and Rita died. you know, it starts off with Jason and the others are in school. Jason is basically he's a well-known quarterback. He's a well-known quarterback at Angel Gold High, but he likes to get into trouble. And he's basically going around stirring up trouble. At the beginning of the movie, him and his friend of his were playing a prank and they was actually stealing a bull. Now they actually took the mascot and I forgot the name of the friend, but the friend was sitting up here telling him he tried to milk the cow. Uh, Jason said this. He said you tried. He said this is not a cow. He was like it only had. He said does it have one udder? He was like yeah, it's not a cow. It's a bull. So basically they actually put the light. I think it was Jason. No, the friend actually turned the flashlight on to look at the bull's dick. I was like, oh my god, this is too funny. It is too funny. But the movie goes on. Then we get to see Kimberly and Billy. Now Billy is at was it Bill? No, it was Jason. But Jason, before we get there, Jason been going around, after this whole thing, the police start coming and they chase him down. He get chased down and he's put on house arrest. I was like, I mean, guys, the story was really good. I like now, I know I've heard a lot about the pacing of the movie, in which the pacing is kind of bad. because the pacing was very slow because it was an origin story. So Jason is put on house arrest. His father is very upset. His mother and his father wants him to do good. Now Jason has lost. I think he's not even on the football team anymore because of what he did. So now he's at school. We get to see Kimberly comes in. Excuse me. Kimberly is she's like the queen bitch. That's the way they're portraying her, which I like better than they did in the original series because back then she was more like a bleach blonde. But anyway, guys, I'm not gonna bore you guys too much with more of the details. I'm just gonna give you my opinion of the movie because I don't want this video to be way too long because it's gonna probably about 30 minutes. Okay, Kimberly comes in. Um, because I think it was a 2 hour movie, so it is a lot of stuff. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna condense it down to the best that I can and give you guys my opinion because the movie was really just that good. So so they all get sent to detention. Billy, Jason, and Kimberly come to meet each other at that point. So Billy has Jason to take him to a quarry where it was. I think they was some archaeologists were out there was trying to find some stuff. So all five of the teams are actually out there, but they're not really. They don't really know it. It was Jason and Billy who got there first. Then it was Zach out there. Then you got Trini and you got Kimberly. So Jason tries to leave Zach. I mean, not Zach. He tries to leave Billy. Kimberly goes, but Zach, not Zach. Jason sees Kimberly. Kimberly dies off a cliff. Oh, yeah, it is so much information. I don't want this video to be long because it's gonna be a long ass upload. But let me just give y'all the Cliff Note versions. Okay, the Cliff Note is all five come together. They find the power coins. They can't morph. It takes them almost to the end of the movie to end up being able to morph because of the fact they don't know. They're not connected as a team. So once they find the power coins and they start getting these amazing abilities. They freeze. Well, they bring Zordon out of I don't. They're actually in a spaceship, but I don't know where he was. I guess he was stuck in the morphing grid. So they free him, and he lets them know what's going on. Rita comes in. Actually, Jason's father finds her. He brings her out of the water. She was mummified. She was ugly as hell. I love how they did Rita. Rita was horrible, and I loved it. I like the old Rita Repulsa too, but this Rita, she was kicking ass, and there was blood in this movie. So, and the movie is kind of dark as well because of the fact. I'm gonna go ahead and spoil it. Billy died. She kills Billy. She does kill Billy, but towards the end, the Rangers figure out they go through an extensive training, but they figure out how once Billy died, they figure out how to become a team because in the movie, Billy was the only one that was able to morph, but he doesn't remember how he done it because the way it happened, Zach and Jason were fighting. He breaks it up, but when he breaks it up, he morphed. Now the way it is the Rangers cannot morph until they actually figure themselves out to become a team. They've been training, but they have not figured out how to do it yet. So at that point, that's when Billy was able to do it because you remember in the original, they was already given the Dino Bucklers, so they would actually call morphers. They were given the morphers, and they could actually go ahead and morph. But in this movie, they can't do it. They have to. The suits the power already gave them the suits, but they have to tap into that power to try to. They have to tap into themselves to bring that power out, and they haven't done it yet, which was a good thing, but it was also a bad thing because it was still too long. The movie, I mean, it went almost. I got there at 10, a little after 10, because the movie started at 9:55, so probably like 10:15, and the movie didn't end to a little after 12. So it was long, it was good, and I'm telling y'all, the Zord fight was I mean I enjoyed it all. The movie was just unbelievable. I mean the CGI. Now a lot of the fans that the reviews I've been watching, who was longtime fans, they had most of them had problems with the how the movie was setting up because it was too slow. They were, the Zora fight. They said was not really good to them. The suits were good. A lot of people said the suits were really good because you have to see them in motion. I liked the suits from the beginning. Only thing I did not like is the. I mean, the actors were really good. But for me, Becky G was out of, she really didn't fit being Trini. But I do like her. I actually really do like Becky G because I was trying to put my finger on it before the movie came out and where I'd seen her before. And she was on Empire. She was Hakeem's girlfriend. I didn't even. That's why I was like, she looks so familiar. But when they said that, I was like, oh wow. So yeah, she's Hakeem's girlfriend from the show, and each they give each ranger a backstory, and each backstory was really really good. But Trini was the this was the first time they actually introduced a gay ranger, which was Trini. Now, in the original, Trini was when Ty Train, when she was alive, she was actually, her and Billy were like almost an item when she was, on the team. But in this particular situation, Zach is more like the rebel. But his mom is sick. Kimberly is she's the hated big. Well, no, she's not the hated. She's just like one. She's called the mean girl. Jason is the athletic. He's the athletic um jock. Billy is the nerd. But I come to find out that in the movie, Billy has autism. And a lot of reviewers who went to see the movie as well. They said that the movie handled that really really well, which they did. Because I really didn't even know he had autism. To be honest, I did not know the character had autism, but they handled it really really well and with respect. Because the movie was actually bringing out a lot of stuff for the characters that they didn't do in the original, and it made it it made it more believable. And I actually, like I said, the movie was really really good. But that Rita, I'm telling y'all, when she got herself back together. Now Goldar was the biggest thing people did not like. A lot of people did not like how Goldar was made. Me, I would have preferred him to be the original Goldar, like he was, with um being the monkey, because everybody knows he was the monkey in Gold, and I would prefer him to be that. But I guess I don't know why they didn't do it, but to me it was the big gold. I mean, and he was damaging as the big gold thing. Rita, and they had like a lot of Easter eggs in the movie. Rita, she was kicking ass. Now, the scene that I like the most is when she went to Trini house. I mean, she beat the hell out of her. I mean, she took Trini and just was throwing her around the house. Now, this is where some of the guys were having problems with, because everybody in Trini house, Trini getting her ass beat, and her walls and stuff are like cracked. But nobody in the house wakes up to even try to come see what's going on. Now now, to be fair, I saw a car leave the house, so maybe nobody was home when it happened. But a lot of people were saying that that was the scene that made no sense. But I did see a car leave, so I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt, saying that they left. But if they didn't, y'all let me know. But I'm gonna just give them the benefit of the doubt because that was a car left before Rita attacked. So everything, like I said, the suits were good, the Zords were good. I mean, Rita walking through the city, she morphed into her onto the evil Green Ranger. Her Green Ranger suit is awesome. And they made her look really, really horrible. And I mean, cause when she first woke up, I was like, "Oh my God, she's ugly." But they had her eating like gold. She was eating gold, and she was stealing people's life force to make herself look beautiful again. And she stole a lot of gold to make Goldar, and they was looking for the Zeo crystal. Now, most of you who's been watching Power Rangers know what the Zeo crystal is. The Zeo crystal was an ancient artifact that had um, tons of power, and could destroy worlds. Now, the way they explain it in the movie, each planet, there's certain planets that holds a Zeo crystal. Earth holds one of the Zeo crystals. So in order for them to get the Zeo crystal, they had to in order for them to get the Zeo crystal, they had to go within the Earth to get it. And Zordon say if anybody actually gets the Zeo crystal, it will destroy that planet. And that's exactly what they and the way Lord Zed looked in the series, they said if he tried to get the Zeo crystal, and that's what happened to him. So now the way they're saying it, the Zeo crystal on Earth in the movie is just one piece. So there's each planets that because it's five crystals, but it's only four other planets that has it. So we don't know which planets. I'm thinking Altar, Zordon's home planet, has one. But I don't know what the other three planets that holds the Zeo crystal. So that's basically how they're explaining it. But then we have a cameo of Jason David Frank and Amy Jo Hart, who played the original Kimberly and the original Tommy Oliver in the original series. And the movie was, I mean, it was rated PG-13, so it had blood, death. It was a lot darker than the original series. Now, the Super Sentai, which I think it was Zoo Ranger, which Mighty Morphin Power Rangers was based off of, was a lot darker than what this show is, than what the original show. So they're basically not going by what Zoo Ranger is, but they're doing but they've made it dark, and I actually love it. I love how they're doing it. Hopefully, if they do make a whole reboot of the whole series of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, if they do a reboot, I'm hoping they keep this the way that is. And I would like to see the original. I would like to see the cast that's playing the Rangers now to be in the show, but I don't know. I would like to see them, but they're gonna probably have to ask. They're gonna be probably asking for a lot of money, so I don't know. But yeah, so my initial thoughts on the movie, it was great. I know I didn't give. I was gonna give y'all the whole entire movie, but that's a whole movie. That's a 2.5 hour movie. At least it felt like it was. The movie was good. I give it 5 stars because it was done really well. The scene, now the script writing was, it could have been a little bit better, but they still had the little cheese from the show, from the original series. They still had some of the cheese and the little corny jokes and stuff, which made the movie funny. It made the movie funny. So, and the cast had a lot of chemistry, like the original cast. They had a lot of chemistry, and you can tell basically how the chemistry was. And I do like how they switched up. Billy being the being the black guy, and they had Zach as the Asian guy. I actually like that because in the original, we all everybody was saying that Power Rangers were racist because Zach was the black ranger, and Trini was the Asian. She was the Asian which was the Yellow Ranger, which we all know in Zoo Ranger that was the Yellow Ranger was a guy. So, but he was Asian. So they were basically saying it was racist because of that. But I never thought that. I really didn't. It was just a mistake that was made because you never would have thought. But you know, that's how it was perceived. But it was a 5 out of 5 for me. Is definitely watchable. Is definitely watchable. You can it has rewatch value. I will be purchasing the movie when it comes out because there's a lot of deleted scenes that was in the trailer that we didn't get to see that they probably scrapped at the last minute. So I'm definitely recommending you guys go check it out. Trust me, it it is worth seeing. I mean, even if this is your first time going to see Power Rangers, you will definitely enjoy it. So let me know down in the comment section what you guys thought. If you have seen the movie, let me know what you thought about it. Let me know if you would watch it again. If it's something that if the show basically what you thought it was gonna was the movie what you thought it would be, or was it not what you expected? So don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment to the channel, guys. This is your boy Kenny Low, and I will see you guys later.